Political cartoons can be a creative and powerful way to express an idea about people or events in history. This short video will include several steps that will help you interpret and analyze any political cartoon that you may encounter. For the purpose of this video, I'll use a cartoon from the Cold War that will serve as an example to help you understand the process. The first step is to simply identify what event or idea the cartoon is referring to. So here we see that the event we are dealing with is the Cuban Missile Crisis during the Cold War. The next step is to target the key characters in the cartoon. In this case, using general knowledge of the Cuban Missile Crisis, we see President of the United States, John F. Kennedy on the right, and the leader of the Soviet Union, Nikita Khrushchev, on the left. Next, look for the ways that the artist depicts the key characters of the cartoon. Maybe the characters are distorted in some way to express an idea, or cast positive or negative light onto the character. Here, we see Khrushchev on the left, who is sweating profusely while arm wrestling with Kennedy. This may mean that the artist believes that Khrushchev was much more nervous about the situation than President Kennedy was. The next important step is to identify and make reasoning for the symbols that are used in the cartoon. Here we see the two leaders sitting on nuclear bombs. This shows the issue that's at stake and ultimately the whole reasoning for the arm wrestling match. The button that is attached to each bomb is a symbol for the winner of the competition and ultimately which country will use their bomb. Next, you're going to want to look for any captions, titles, anything in the cartoon that helps the author convey their message. Here, we don't have any titles or anything that represents this, so it is not appropriate for this cartoon. The last step involves tying all the information together that we've collected and making connections to get to the overall message of the cartoon. So here we see that there's a struggle between the United States and the Soviet Union that could ultimately result in the decimation of one or both of the countries. Because Khrushchev is sweating in this, it might show that he's less confident about his position over this situation. And by having the leaders sitting so close to the button, the artist is trying to portray how close the world really was to a nuclear war. Those are the 6 steps involved with analyzing any political cartoon. I hope that this video can help you in any way to analyze future political cartoons you may see in your classroom.